Hey, it's Tracy. We all have an area of our faces that distract us more than others. For me, it's this thin skin under my eyes, so let's do something about that. I have my palette of cream makeups. I have my magic brush. I'm going to go in with my lightest color, and I'm gonna start in the corner and just gently tap that product right where I want it. I'm also going to take it on the outside and do a little swoop up the side of that outer corner of my eye. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna reflect the light differently, because now I'm gonna come in with my darker color and I'm just gonna camouflage that area that is distracting to me. This works for other problems that we see in our skin. It works for scarring, it works for rosacea. But just remember, the rules that we learn in middle school art class still apply. If you want to minimize something or make it look smaller, you use a darker color. If you want to accentuate something or make it stand out, then you use a lighter color, because we know that dark absorbs the light and light reflects the light. So see how it's just minimizing. You can see almost the automatic difference in where I did the darker color versus the lighter color. See what an instant, pretty, almost filtered finish I have under my eyes where I put the makeup versus the rest of my face? I'm gonna fix that next. Hey there. All right, let's transform this face. I've got my palette, one brush. I'm gonna go back in. I'm already done under my eyes, so I'm gonna go back in with my brightener, and I'm just going to start tapping that product right in the center of my face. So center of my forehead, down my nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. Everybody finds the method that works for them. I like a little brightening right here on the bottom or outer corner of my nose. Now I'm gonna come back in with my June. June is my all over summer shade. So I'm just coming back in and I'm filling in the areas of my face where I want coverage, where there's not gonna be any other product. And I'm just tapping it, and since it's the warmer season right now, I'm blending as I go. If it were cooler outside, if this was still winter months, I would tap the product on and let it sit so that it has time to warm to my skin. But it's Texas and it's August, so I get to blend as I go. And remember, what we're going for is one layer of makeup. Now, if you have things on your face where you need to do some color correcting, that's where we can start layering. But for the most part, we want as little product as possible to get the coverage that makes us feel most beautiful. And it all blends together for that 3D effect. All right, let's contour. For this part, I'm gonna use the detail brush. I like the angle that it gives. Super simple to get that contour placed. So I'm gonna start at the top of my forehead, make sure that I blend it back into my hairline a little bit. It's not gonna get on your hair, but you don't want anything looking like harsh lines on your face. So I'm simply blending from the hairline down and staying outside of an invisible triangle, because I've put that brightener there, the brightening highlight in the center, and that's where I want the light to reflect. See that? Instant shadow. For my cheeks, I'm blending up, and that's gonna give me a slimmer look to my face. And once I put my cheek color on, I'll continue blending it in. So you wanna come right under your cheekbone in an upward motion, blending upward, because this is gonna give us the lift. It's gonna draw the eye up, make our face look slimmer, give the illusion of more chiseled or defined cheekbones. Same thing on my jawline, just tracing along. And this particular place on my face, I wanna blend downward and kind of smooth that onto my neck again, so there's no harsh lines. You don't want it to look like you drew brown makeup on your face and left it there. Just an instant slimming. Some people like to call it Spanx for your face. All right, multitasker brush. 2 more places I like to contour. Lips. Instant plumping. Instant filler without a needle. So to do your lips, you just overline with the same contour. Nose, you want 2 parallel lines down the center. And once I blend it, it's gonna give a little bit of a slimming look, slimming effect to my nose. All right, let's blend. Have to be a little gentle on my nose. It's a little sunburned, it's a little red, and I want that product to stay right where I put it. So I switched to my blend brush. It is the softest brush that we have, and it's gonna keep that product right where I put it and blend it out for the look that I'm going for. I wanna blend in and just kind of mute that lip contour so it doesn't look like I put on brown lip liner. Switching back to my 3D brush, that's the brush that I started with. Just gonna put a little cheek color right over where I blended that contour. And you want to not be able to see where the cheek color ends and the contour begins. So just kind of blend those 2 right together. Color I'm using today is Cindy. It's kind of a peachy pink. I'm not usually a pink girl, but I really love this particular shade of pink. So you just keep blending till you get the color exactly how you want it, hopefully even on both sides. And the last step for me, oh, I need cheek color. Let's do Cindy. That's too pink for me. And so I am going to put rose gold over it. Rose gold is an illuminator. It's a cream illuminator, so you can use it all over your face, but I have started putting it on my lips and I really like it. So for face illuminator, I'm gonna use Georgia. Georgia's one of the powders, and it's just going to give a subtle glow. And so you wanna use shimmer on the high points of your face. Some people like to dust it across forehead. I like it on the end of my nose. I really like it on Cupid's bow. Kind of mute that. And that is the finished look. And you can do it in 5 minutes. That's the best part. Hey, I'm back. Okay, we have our full face on, but I need to do some eyes. I don't always wear eyeshadow, but a lot of people do, and I am learning to love it. I'm using some of the new SEINT colors that were released. I believe they were released around Christmas time 2020, and then they were just re-released in July 2021 with new names. And so they've been quite a hit. So I'm coming in with my lightest color, and you saw me sweep over. I have hooded eyes, so I have to be careful. I try to do eyeshadow with my eyes open, because if I close my eyes and do eyeshadow, you won't be able to see what I do in the crease A lot of people have hooded eyes, and what that means is your top lid covers the lower lid when your eye is open. I'm gonna do a pop of orange. I'm all about the oranges, and these colors blend so well together. I'm using the shadow brush. And the rule about eyeshadows, if you subscribe to rules, don't have to, is that you want to keep your darkest color on the outside of your eye. It's going to make you look awake. The more you come to the inside of your eye with your darker colors, you're going to make your eye look more closed. And I definitely don't want to do that. So I'm just blending. You just keep blending until you achieve the look that you are going for. It's buildable, so if you wanted to add more color or bolder color or even a different color, you can do that and just keep blending it together. It's completely personal choice and super versatile. All right, a little notch of black eyeliner. This is the SEINT Black Friday. Not everybody likes black eyeliner, and that is a-okay, but I like it. It frames my eyes. It gives me a little definition. You can also use your darker eyeshadow colors as an eyeliner. Pretty cool trick. You just need a setting spray, and the way I do it is I spray my setting spray in the lid. I dip this fine brush, I hope you can see it, in the setting spray and then in the eyeshadow, and then it goes on just like eyeliner, and it is not going anywhere. It's a really, really pretty look to kind of finish it off and frame it. Last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my linen, which is my brightening highlight, and I'm just gonna make a little notch right on the brow bone. And that is gonna, again, it's all about framing the eyes. It's gonna create some contrast. It's going to brighten that area, which just makes me look more awake, which is what I am going for. And I like the brightening on the top. You can also do that with a really light eyeshadow or even some of the illuminators. So just a simple touch with a big impact to help frame those eyes.